These people thought no one was watching, but the second they made their move, the cops were already one step ahead. Here are 5 instances when cops surprise shoplifters in the act. Number 5. The trip to the happiest place on earth turns into a life lesson. Disney is meant to be the happiest place on earth, but for these 2 teenagers, that magic quickly vanished when they were caught shoplifting inside one of the park's retail stores. Watch what unfolds as officers get involved.
Hi, the Christmas burgers. Copy. 2136. You gotta press. Oh, you gotta press. Yeah.
Yeah, Show off your 3 15. Very nice, but looking at my Xbox.
Copy 1015 Meadow Lagoon. Was this for the one that broke off from the party?
That's 10-4.
Understood. 2136.
my phone.
That's alright. We'll get it.
Just get an elevator to the exit 22, please.
I'll get it for you. Don't worry about it.
46.
I'll get it for you. Chill. You're gonna scratch it.
That's okay.
That's okay.
OPD from control, your counterpart's currently 1015. I guess your presence is being requested heading towards the exit.
Give it to me.
I got it.
No.
For the second half of the 22, for the second half of the party.
Oscar 372 headquarters. I'll be 1015. Hispanic.
We're by the mummy right now. 10 for OPOs and 152. What are your current 20?
How old are you?
I don't know.
1.0
You
right
don't
now.
know.
Passenger salad, 51.
Huh?
I don't have to.
Okay. Well, you look over 18, you're gonna go to jail for as a
what?
Jane Doe.
I'm not 18.
Okay?
That's fine. I'm not 18.
20 walk 10 and 20 walk OPD. Do you copy?
I'm not even 21.
After some time, both female suspects were escorted to one of the park's security rooms. From here, the investigation officially begins.
Control, what do you copy?
So, that's you good.
Copy.
Where I had to on the Fenton side, I'm holding up by
No?
Fast and Furious.
So,
Guys?
I guess the information I'm gathering is these 2 are together.
Yes. Yep.
She's got a ton of stuff on her. I don't know if they want to do it as one, or do you want us to do her? I don't know how they want to do any of it. So.
I don't know. I just grabbed her as she was throwing, I saw her throwing stuff into the lagoon. So I got her for destruction of evidence.
Her bag that was full of stuff is soaked. So it probably went in as well.
Oh, really?
Unless she was just out in the rain. But
Probably. What's your first name?
I watched her. Okay. I mean, this is for it, so.
Listen. I'm trying to make your life a lot easier. Okay? I know. Okay. I'm going to explain to you what happens if you don't give me your information. Your name and date of birth. Okay? What happens is you get booked into the Orange County Jail as a Jane Doe. You got to prove to me. You look like you're over 18. I know 16-year-olds who have tattoos. So you're going to have to prove to me by giving me a name and date of birth that I can positively identify you if you're telling me you're a juvenile. So you're going to go to the Orange County Jail as a Jane Doe, and you're going to sit in there until they can identify you. You're coming up to a crossroad, okay? You've already, by running and throwing away everything, you've made it difficult. Hold on a sec, just let me talk, okay? I'm trying to help you. Okay.
It didn't take long for officers to uncover multiple IDs inside the teens' bags. However, with conflicting information, verifying their real identities proves to be a challenge.
If you guys just go back to the office, you guys would be probably walking home right now, okay? That is it. I wouldn't be involved because you guys did what you did. All right? Oh, you know what? Oof. California.
Yeah.
Double the bond.
Yeah, but she's got multiple IDs. She's got multiple
Probably
IDs.
fake.
Yeah, that's what
that one looked like.
That one looked more like, well,
That one looked like her.
what's your name?
Yeah, she ain't talking. Once prior when she was.
Well, if you give me a few minutes to go to my car, I have a
I
fingerprint
got my
reader.
car out. Here, I'll pull it up.
Paola? Okay.
So I'm saying I have a fingerprint reader in mind if we need to.
Mike 2,
Try to see
152
if
back
there's
at the
a-
house. Mike 2, I'm
think one's an
vaccinating
older one. Same
from
name,
B15.
same-
Sent you on back to my bike.
There's cards in here with those names on them too.
Therefore, once you get your bike,
I
you
just don't
head
know
over to
how
B20 for that
California
7,000 call with the AMR. I think this lady got lost on the shuffle.
Here's this.
Sir.
What's the old one?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You guys like to stick up on me?
Can you guys start your statements ASAP? Yeah. All right. Awesome. Thanks.
Okay, forward.
If you live in California, it don't matter. I don't know if any of y'all heard that, but you want a free 65-inch TV, just go to California and take it. They don't stop you.
Yeah. Do you have the form for the trespass?
They're already, yeah, they're in my car.
Alright. So once you guys are getting the same paperwork from us, you're gonna get simple demand notices. I'll put the paperwork in front of you so you can read it. And what this is in the state of Florida, when you come up with it, it's kind of
Where's the trespass form?
A female officer soon arrives to perform an initial pat-down while a park employee formally trespasses both suspects from the property.
come back to River Cedars, Florida, University Islands Adventure, City Walk, Volcano Bay, any of our resort hotels, and that's for the rest of your life. You come back.
Does that cover the California one too, since they're from there? No?
So just make sure that they're not.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
So just anything in Florida, you come back. As soon as you come back and we see you,
What about,
any rest
I
of
didn't damage the,
the last thing I gotta do is pick it up.
this is,
Yeah, because some of that merchandise, just because of the fact that you took it, they can't put it back on the shelf, so it's still considered a loss.
Okay, now real quick, I gotta take a photo from our report. You wanna come with me?
not really.
Cool. That's it, you can take it. Thank you.
Hold on, now 2 weekends.
Stand up.
You'll get a copy.
Turn that way.
But she's gonna do one at a time anyway, so.
Whose cuffs are these?
Mine.
Here, bend down.
I'm here till 1 in the minute. You were probably done whenever they closed?
Yeah. No, it's done. It's supposed to be done.
Hold on, one more.
So I had to go through the emails, I know for us, we have to say that something can be started.
Alright, safe.
Ain't gonna be any better than the jail, I promise you that. Is that AC gonna be on? Thank you. And if you got that wet jacket, you're gonna be cold. They will eventually.
Stand up.
According to reports, the suspects tossed the items they stole the moment they spotted the officers, possibly in a last-ditch attempt to avoid trouble.
We can do it back into,
You can do it straight out. The doors, well, it's actually side. You'll have to go through,
the actual exit.
I'll walk you guys through, just in case.
1 second.
The car, I can just work.
Yeah, we don't have them. We have to ask, and I just never really did it. Because I know you guys.
Do you have anything on you that will incorporate those?
You could like email our captain and say, hey, we did the hours, we have to confirm it.
Why didn't your
You have to
stamps?
reach out over here, yeah, it's a big pain. I wouldn't use it enough.
No, it's, yeah.
Yeah. I do want someone just to stay on the list.
And all you have is the phone and have a seat. Just the phone is yours? And that's it.
I shall say in front of her.
Which phone is yours?
Mine is the purple one.
Nobody dies in business. They all
And
get
this
transported
is
out.
Her wallet, and then mine is the purple one.
They will take you to any
This is your phone.
for free.
Can you not put it in my bag? Because I don't know like how you guys work. I don't want it in my bag.
They want you off their
What do you mean you don't know how it works?
Yeah, like isn't that like property? So you guys put it separate.
Your
from
phone
my
is gonna go with you to the jail.
Yeah, but I don't want it in the bag just in case you guys take the bag since it's a big bag.
It's gonna go with you to the jail.
Okay, so the phone you guys are gonna let me borrow it later.
Her ID's in here. Here's
So the phone I'm gonna be able to use it later to get numbers.
Yes.
Okay.
Whose ID is in here?
Mine and hers.
Whose purse is this?
Hers.
Yours is right there.
Both suspects stay silent, but the surveillance footage capturing them in the act says more than enough.
You guys might have a little bit of
Years ago, isn't like every country that fun.
Face that way. Do you have anything on you that'll poke or prick me?
yeah, they basically rent
They like hire a local county. I think it was like a new or whatever.
How do you take this thingy off?
It's on me.
Huh?
It's just on me. It's like really just
They'll
one.
make you take it off later. Alright, just have a seat. Whose shoes are these?
Mine.
So this is your purse.
The thing is, like, so the way it works, it's kind of hard to explain. Like this, Orlando, the city of Orlando has a police department. But if they didn't want to, they wanted to contract our services. But that's a separate budget from the rest of the country. So Disney is that when they have the Reedy Creek Development District, they contract our services. It's a separate budget like all of our budgets. It's so stupid.
I was trying to direct them.
They're what?
Let's go. Come.
Let's come on this side.
You were the one who slapped me on the floor?
Yep. Because I knew you would run if you saw me.
No, I wasn't.
You've been running from everyone. If you weren't looking at
I wasn't even running.
if you
I
were-
was
let me
I
ask you
was
something.
walking.
If you weren't looking at your phone and you saw me, what would you have done? You would have turned and ran the other way.
No, I wouldn't. You know why?
Why?
Because you guys would have catched up to me eventually.
Both suspects were later charged with theft. Number 4. Woman picked a fight with the cops after getting caught. You'd think thrift store prices would be low enough, but not for this woman. On June 10, 2023, police were dispatched to a Goodwill after employees reported a shoplifter in the store. Watch what happened when officers arrived.
They're in the back over there. Right there.
Here's some replacement. Let me talk to him.
Step out. If you're gonna catch an additional charge, you fight with me. You understand? Stop.
Please don't grab me. Don't grab my pocketbook.
Let go of the purse.
Please.
Let go of the purse.
Please unhand me.
Let go of the
Please
purse.
unhand me. You're hurting me.
Listen to him. Stop. You're gonna catch a felony charge. You keep fighting with me. You understand? Stop. I'm not gonna tolerate the crap. You understand?
You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
Yeah, stop.
Please. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. Stop.
Give us the camera for a second.
Stop.
Relax.
You're hurting me.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Please. Please stop. Please.
Stop.
Please. Please. You're hurting me.
Yep. And if you didn't resist, you wouldn't be hurt.
Please.
Stop.
Oh my God. Please. 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 Please stop.
Stop.
Please. I'm so scared. Can't you see that? Oh my God! Oh, you're hurting me!
You done?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're gonna stand you up. I'm gonna sit you in a car so I can do my investigation.
Now, in handcuffs, the suspect's tough act fades fast. However, after the way she treated officers earlier, sympathy isn't on the table.
Please.
511, one in custody. You can clear the channel.
Oh, God.
All units, normal on 1, 111.
You guys good?
Come on, bring your knees to your stomach so we can stand
Let's go.
up.
Bring your knees to your stomach. Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Is this hers?
Yeah, just leave it all here. You can go throw her in a car.
Sure can. That way. Walk.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you release the channel already?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm on clear order too. I flipped all of them.
As it turns out, the woman's scheme wasn't complicated. Listen as the store's loss prevention officer explains exactly what happened before the authorities arrived.
What happened was saw her what's her box on her dress. She selected a bunch of items.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went in the fitting room with them, came out without them, hung up empty hangers. They're in here.
Everything's in here?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Do you have anything on you that you shouldn't have?
Yeah, my turn.
Don't move.
Yeah, I really didn't want to call you guys, but
You're fine.
She was
She is what it is, so she's gonna catch the retail theft and the resisting. This is hers. All of this is paid for?
that's paid. Yeah, it's one dress.
Let's see, there was a pocket on that side. Go ahead and sit down in the car.
Have a seat. Up first. Have a seat.
Inside the car on
I
the seat.
can't get inside
Yes,
the
you can.
car.
I won't let you go. There you go. Scoot up.
Ow.
All the way, watch your foot.
All the way. Watch your foot.
The reason I showed up so fast, did she hit you?
Well, we came back here and she didn't hit me. No. She was resisting. She grabbed my badge, my loss prevention badge.
Okay, here's the charge.
Okay.
The charge would be resisting a merchant. Do you feel that she was resisting?
Absolutely.
That she was attempting to leave when you said, "Hey, I'm loss prevention. I work for Goodwill."
When we were back here, she's like, "I'm leaving. You're gonna go to jail. We're gonna get your license plate number." So,
Okay.
Yeah, she very, very violent, man. But she did not hit me. Can't say she did. You know.
Okay, I'll relook at the statute in reference to resisting a merchant to see if it fits. But yeah, video of her walking in, coming out with empty hangers. A statement from you in reference to what you watched.
You guys all okay?
Yeah, I guess she just went to the ground.
Where are they?
Pulled away. She's in the back of Quick's car right now.
Okay.
The woman continues to cry from the back of the police car. From the looks of it, she didn't think she'd actually face the consequences of her own actions.
I don't know what to do now. My other half is gonna be.
Hold on one second, ma'am. Okay, you injured at all? No? Yeah, straight up, nothing like that?
I don't know.
Alright. Just take a breath. Just stay in the car. Stay in the car.
I didn't move.
We'll talk about everything in just a second, okay? As long as you're not injured, that's what I wanted to make sure of, okay?
I heard from where he knocked me on the table. He didn't need
Who
to
knocked
do
you on
that.
the table?
The officer. I didn't do anything to make him do that.
Do you need medical attention?
Ma'am, do you need medical attention? It's a yes or no
I
question.
don't know.
Okay. Good.
Watch your knee. Watch your leg.
Just go ahead and call them for just to precautionary.
We'll get you straight. We're going to check her by the fire.
I've got two requests. The first is going to be FD in reference to an older white female, conscious breathing, low-level fall that was assisted so far. And I got one by the number. It's WW, previous trespass. History in reference to theft.
You okay?
With the woman claiming injuries from her earlier resistance, the officers request EMS as a precaution. In the meantime, they sort out paperwork with the store and search the woman's belongings.
He's going through my purse.
Yes, ma'am. Because you're currently in custody.
I don't know what any of that means.
You're going to jail. 1, for resisting a police officer. And 2, yes, you did. You obstructed our investigation. Therefore, it's called resisting an arrest without violence. And then for the theft of whatever you took. Because that's why we were out here. Allegedly, you took something. But I'm not the one doing that investigation. That's Officer Asbury.
Because you're in custody, I have to ask you some direct questions. I need to read you your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You understand each one of these rights as they've been presented?
Yes.
With these rights in mind, do you want to talk to me? Ma'am?
I don't know. It depends on what you ask me.
I'm going to ask you questions about what happened today, why I got called to the Goodwill. So it's a yes or no. Go ahead. It's a yes or no. Do you want to talk to me or not?
I need to call my other half first.
You're not going to call anybody. You're currently in police custody.
Okay.
So it's a yes or no. It's a yes or no, ma'am. You're an adult. You can make this decision. If it's a no, I won't ask you anything else. If it's a yes, then we'll have a conversation on why I'm here and why you're in handcuffs. I'm going to ask you one more time.
I'm not sure what to do, sir.
Do you want to talk to me knowing that you can have a lawyer present or not? That's basically the question. You need to talk to me now or not at all?
Now the suspect goes quiet, clearly weighing her words and trying not to dig herself any deeper.
And what happens to me if I want a lawyer present?
Then I stop my questioning.
And what happens to me? What happens to me?
I go with everything that I've already seen transpire and what the loss prevention manager states. I won't be able to collect your side of the story. So yes or no? Fire department's here to check out your injuries. I have to complete my investigation. So yes or no?
It depends on what you're going to ask me, sir.
About what happened today.
I don't know what I will or will not answer until I hear the question.
Okay, you can decide that, but you have to say yes or no for me to even ask you a question first. If I ask you a question you don't want to answer, you can tell me that you don't want to answer that. At any point, you can tell me I'm done talking. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I'm not sure how to answer. I'm not sure how to answer.
All right, well, I'm going to let the fire department check you out to document any injuries or lack thereof, and then after they stay in the car, and then after they're done, we will readdress this one time and one time only. Okay? Quick, can you stand with her?
This way with the car.
Now, I'm over here watching her between the racks.
Okay.
Because,
This is the second time she was going in?
yes,
Or first?
this is the second time.
Okay.
The first time she went in, she stole 2 dresses, and the second time, 2 dresses again.
Okay.
When she crossed point of sale,
Yep.
I apprehended her right at the door. I didn't wait for her to get to the parking lot because
Yeah.
they run on me
Yeah.
over here, you know?
Yeah. He confronts her at the door. They go into the room. While they're talking, he takes a picture of her because that's part of their protocol. And she tries to snatch the phone out of his hand. And then he says, the police are on their way. You're not going anywhere. And she comes up and chest to chests him. It wasn't hard, but she chest bumps him.
Okay.
And he stands in the way and says, no, you're not. And that was it.
After reviewing the surveillance footage inside the store, one of the officers gives the woman another chance to explain what happened inside.
All right, Miss Sheila, I told you I would give you one more opportunity to talk to me, okay? You understand your Miranda rights as they were given to you? You understand that you're still under the protection of the Miranda rights? You understand that you've already acknowledged that you understand your Miranda rights? My question is, do you wish to continue to speak to me in reference to what happened?
Sure.
Okay, what happened today? You have more than enough money to pay for those dresses.
I do, I know.
You have cash and a debit card. So Why did we go in the dressing room twice and take stuff off and put it in your purse and stash the empty hanger? What's going on? You don't know? Have you done anything like this before?
Oh my God.
Okay, so we acknowledge the fact that you went into the dressing room with a bunch of clothes?
I need to get an attorney. I need to get it.
Okay, so you don't want to ask any...
No, I don't
fair
think so.
enough.
The officer calmly lays out the consequences of her actions, but the woman continues to deny doing anything wrong.
No,
That's fine. I'm not going to ask any more questions. I'm going to just explain to you you're being charged with misdemeanor retail theft and resisting an officer without violence.
I didn't resist.
You did too.
I didn't resist.
You sure did.
No.
When you pull away from me and tell me that I can't take your purse because it has stolen items in it, and I have to take you to the ground because you're fighting with two officers in full uniform, and it's recorded.
I didn't fight
I'm not
with
saying
you.
that you swung at me.
I didn't do anything.
Miss Burr, I'm not saying that you swung at me. That would be a different charge and it would be a felony. But when I go to detain you so I can conduct an investigation where me, you, and all staff...
I was afraid.
Is safe, why were you afraid? I'm a police officer in a marked uniform. The fact of the matter is...
The whole thing, I was afraid of the whole thing.
Miss Burr, the fact of the matter is if you just allowed me to do my job, you would have walked away from here. It's a misdemeanor charge and you have no criminal history. But because you decided to resist with me...
I didn't resist you.
You did too.
I didn't.
You sure did.
No, I didn't resist you.
Yes, you did. You told me I couldn't touch you. You told me that I couldn't put my hands on you. You told me I couldn't take your purse from you. You told me a lot of things that I couldn't do, which legally I sure could. So that's why you're being charged with resisting. Okay? You're also going to be trespassed from the entire plaza. You're not going to be able to shop at the Goodwill, the Family Dollar, or whatever. I'm just letting you know so you don't come back by accident. In reference to anybody that I arrest that commits crimes in business, I trespass them from the entire plaza. Okay? So you can't be here anymore. Fair enough? All right. The van's already en route. As long as you stay cooperative, we'll get those cuffs moved to the front, and we'll make you a little bit more comfortable. Okay?
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's nothing personal. I don't know you. You don't know me. This is just a job for me.
I didn't resist you.
You did. Unfortunately, you did. Okay?
In addition to being trespassed from the property, the woman was charged with resisting without violence, resisting a merchant, and petty theft. Number 3. Couple thought shoplifting was a bonding activity. On August 24, 2024, officers were called to a mall after a man and woman were reportedly caught shoplifting at one of the stores. However, when the authorities arrived, things immediately took a turn.
We're going to talk about it. I need
We're gonna talk about it. That's nobody did. You police.
He grabbed me multiple times. Why y'all didn't get Is y'all cool?
Yeah.
Nobody got
bro.
We don't want to talk right now. All right, well, sit down and talk about it.
Okay. He grabbed me again. I'm going to use that. Let's go ahead.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Stop running! Stop running! Hey!
You want to see? Because I...
Get back!
Stop. You're under arrest. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're under arrest. Stop.
For what? For what?
Stealing at 22. We're going to need more units.
Behind your back, bro.
Put your hands behind your back right now. Put them behind your back. Just put them behind your back. Look, don't resist. Just put your hands behind your back. Subjects are fighting. Young cooperative. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
For what? For what?
Stop resisting. Stop.
For what?
Stop.
For what?
Don't. Just put your hands behind your back.
Y'all ain't cuffing him up.
Stop.
Why he grabbing me?
Additional officers arrive on the scene, but wrangling the suspects isn't easy. Even with 6 deputies, the pair keeps pushing back.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Being arrested for. For what? For what? For what? You got me. You have me. You have me. Stop. Put your hands behind your back. Stop. Get her. Stop.
Okay. And nobody
Stop.
Look at him.
Stop. Stop. Hold on. You don't have to grab me because she's going. Whatever she's doing, you don't have to touch me. Yes, you is. You're twisting. She's doing it. You don't take two of y'all. Just stop. She's okay, I'm saying. She's doing it. She's doing it. Okay. You're a buck out of. Okay, stop this policy. It's going to get tight. No, it's not policy. It's not. No, it's not. Hold on, sweetie. You're hurting me. Let go of my arm. You are. Tell her to let me go. Yes, she can. We have both success. Just hang. We're gonna go back to LP. Is this the bag, right? He was carrying that.
With both suspects finally in cuffs, the officers now escort them back to the store to begin the investigation into the alleged theft.
Both together. I know whose case is it.
It's gonna be mine.
Both together. She selected a backpack.
We're gonna go back to the LP office. Is it this way?
Yeah, it's lower level.
Obviously, the store has video, so we're gonna see that. We're gonna also ask them for their side of the story as to what they saw, and we'll go from there. That's how we do it. Not just with you guys, but just with everybody. Go ahead and sit down.
Now let's go see that we're wearing the cameras. Take my up out of him, man.
You can sit down.
Knock it off. Go on the camera back. Nobody did.
That's what we're here to get to the bottom of, but you have to give us a chance to do so. We can't just take your word for it. I don't know you. And I can't take their word for it either. I have to see. I have to hear them out, hear you out. I have to take your handcuffs off. I have to remove this, and then I'm going to put you back in handcuffs, okay?
Where you taking my bag?
Because the officer Oliver needs it.
For what?
There's evidence of a crime inside the backpack.
I ain't talking to you. For what?
What he said. She needs to search it.
For what though? This is my bag.
She needs to search it because the alleged stolen items are inside that bag.
Y'all finna look dumb. Come on, just come on. So y'all can look real.
You just stand up so you can make this easier for please don't remove your hands too quick, okay? Turn around.
As officers begin searching the woman's bags for the stolen merchandise, the suspects quickly derail the investigation by causing a scene and making a jaw-dropping claim. Listen to what they have to say.
Do you have any questions that I can answer?
I want to press charges. I want his name. I want to press charges. I want to press charges. He push me, touch me, grab me, none of that. I want to press charges. Ain't nobody talking about, ain't nobody bringing it.
He's going to jail for the message.
Everybody said he talking about everything else. He should touch me regardless. He pushed me twice. He grabbed me.
And it's on camera.
The primary officer is right here, so she's gonna ask you what happened. And you tell her from beginning to end, again, if you want to tell her. She's right here, it's Officer Oliver, we're all backup officers, okay? She's literally right here, so she's gonna be in here to speak to both of you and see if you want to speak. Do you guys want to say what happened today?
I want to know why y'all go through my bags.
Because there was merchandise put into the bag. And so we have to look for merchandise or any other stolen items.
So y'all went through my personal things, my wallet?
Yeah, we also have to identify.
I know, okay, but I also just told her and gave her, cooperated with her on everything. So therefore, y'all should not have went through my wallet or anything like that. Can't no clothes fit in no wallet.
We don't know if there's only clothes. Because we committed a theft, we can look for other stolen items. Just in case if there's other things that belong in the store, right? Like they sell jewelry and stuff like that. So they only saw you sell clothes, but if there's other stolen items in the bag, then we can look for that too.
Who's saying?
On the camera, they saw you.
Can I see it?
No.
Why not?
If you wanna,
you can subpoena the video footage.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Yeah. So, do you want to talk about what happened today? Either one of you?
Which one?
All I seen was that man push I seen that man push up. That's all I seen.
As far as what
I seen that man push up. That's all I seen.
As far as like the.
I seen that man push up.
The bag.
You left out.
You came in and then you left out.
Yes, they said it was covered.
The female suspect insists she didn't steal anything, while the male suspect accuses the store's loss prevention officer of mistreating his girlfriend. To keep things under control, the officer separates the pair and interrogates them separately.
I seen that man push up.
I don't know which side it was on. I just know we came in the door and we left right out.
So you want to press charges for domestic
I've
violence?
been telling him that. I don't know
That
why.
man pushed up.
And left out. And that's it.
He pushed us. You want to press charges for a battery?
Left out. And you guys didn't look at anything. You didn't touch any merchandise.
You said we got the footage.
Look.
One at a time.
Yeah,
But they said
I
they
keep hearing two people talking at the same time.
You said you got the
So
footage.
either she's gonna talk
They said they
or
was
you're gonna talk.
You said you got the footage.
So
Y'all got me on camera still or something?
Stand up.
Huh?
You can stand right here.
Y'all got me on camera still or something?
did you look at any merchandise or anything? Was
I
there-
looked at some stuff, but it was like 2 seconds, literally.
What kind of stuff did you look at?
I don't know. It was all about kids' clothes.
Okay.
When can I press charges?
For what?
For this man putting his hands on me.
Because he was trying to stop you?
He was putting on his hand multiple times.
Because
He's a grown man.
Okay.
I want to press charges regardless.
Because he was trying to stop you?
No. No.
So he identified himself as loss prevention when you guys left the store.
He didn't identify himself as nothing.
He showed you his badge. And then he asked you to come back into the store.
I want to press charges.
And then what?
He didn't ask me to do nothing. I want to press charges.
So what did he say to you when he walked up?
He put, first of all, he just stood in front of me and put his hands on me. Then I backed back and asked him what the doing.
And what did he say?
He ain't say, he talking about some, he was talking on the phone, telling somebody to come here. I don't know.
Moments later, the officers received the itemized list of what was found inside the female suspect's bag, totaling over $500 worth of merchandise.
They're taking you back to the beach.
To what?
To the beach.
What's that?
It's the station. Police department.
Okay. What's gonna happen?
We'll figure it out from there. We gotta do some paperwork and then we'll go from there. You got her on the bus, right?
Yeah, I just said that. I told you that. You sit here and when you answer your question, I didn't answer mine. Why can't you my phone?
Because you're in custody right now.
For what though? Y'all still ain't telling me or showing me what I need.
We're gonna take you to the station.
And then
I'll let you know from there.
Now that the woman knows what she's facing, it's time for the arresting officer to hear from the man. And what he reveals will make his situation go from bad to worse.
What happened today?
I got the store to grab my
How did you get in the store?
Who?
You.
What you mean?
How did you get in the store?
I walked in at the door.
Okay. And did y'all look at stuff?
I can look at it. It's on camera.
Were you looking at stuff? So you don't really want to talk to me about what happened. That's fine. I'll just take what LP said happened as what happened. Okay?
He said he's on parole.
He's on parole? For what?
Reckless homicide.
Okay.
I'm about to get out of the
So when you came in the store, what did you do when you came in the store?
Nothing. I stood in the
You stood in the aisles while she was shopping?
I didn't go in no.
How far were you from her?
All the way far.
What's all the way far? Give me a distance. 5 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet?
Probably like 20. Like, I would never win no air. I never win no air.
After she got her stuff, what did you do?
I didn't do.
You guys walk out together?
No.
No, you didn't walk out of the store together, so it's not gonna show you walking out of the store together?
What did you tell me? She said, baby, we going. They finna close, and that's it. I didn't see shit.
Why did she drop the bag when she walked out?
I didn't see her pick up no bag.
You didn't see her pick up no bag?
I was in the middle of the store.
Why didn't you stop and come back with loss prevention? Why'd you get in his face? After he identified himself.
Because he grabbed her wrist, and it was like it was so fast, and somebody just grabbed my girl.
Okay, what about the other guy that confronted you and said he's calling 911? You got in his face.
No, because when we walked in the store, he was already being aggressive. He upped the tase. He was saying that he gonna tase me. I'm like, what you doing? Because I was running away from him. He was chasing us. I was running away.
911. Somebody's chasing you.
What you mean is a white man chasing me in the middle of a lot in Downers Grove? What did you call 911? You see what happened when 911 get up?
Inside the male suspect's bag, officers found a debit card registered to someone else. A quick call confirmed it had been stolen from the cardholder earlier that day, right at the same mall.
They ain't never look at us and say what happened to them. They just instantly took the white people's side. We walked in the store. I said, this man following us being racist. They immediately took his side. He followed us all the way from there. I was running away from him. I never ran towards him at all.
You understand why?
No, he grabbed my
Because you guys
girl.
are stealing stuff from the store.
I never picked up nothing and put nothing in no bag. I never looked out because I never went in no ad.
Okay, you can go
It's
back
on
to
camera. Come on, man. It's gonna be on camera, bro. Yeah.
VIP parking for you and myself. Okay. Over here. But I have to watch your step here. I have to unlock it first. Can somebody unlock it for me?
Okay.
I'm not going nowhere. We're gonna sit here on the other side because I have the shield right here. For a minute.
Okay, well, you tell me what you do.
Alright, I'm gonna seatbelt you in about 7-8 minutes. Our ride to the station. We're gonna get there, sit you down. I do have to search you again for department policy, and then we're gonna sit you. Obviously, you're gonna be asked questions. If you don't want to answer questions, that's fine. And then we're just gonna do the process, usually fingerprints, photograph, complaints, and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, what's up? Alright, 7-minute drive to the station, okay?
Okay, thank you.
In the end, the woman was charged with criminal damage to property, battery, retail theft, and resisting arrest. As for her partner, he was charged with retail theft and resisting arrest. Number 2. Employee caught shoplifting from the very store that pays her. It wasn't a shoplifter that officers caught stealing in this next case. On October 11, 2024, Nordstrom's loss prevention team contacted the authorities after an employee was caught in the act of stealing items while on the clock. Watch what unfolds next.
Hi.
Hi. So, just so you guys know, the officer is recorded right now.
Okay.
So this is Aurora. She is one of our employees. We've been watching her for quite some time. And she has taken from us, here's a list of everything that she has stolen throughout the course of a few weeks. It is $2,205.45. She's currently wearing one of our items underneath her clothing. It's a blue romper.
Okay. How do you know that?
Because she admitted to it.
Okay.
I asked her where is the romper because we have the ticket, and it's underneath her clothing right now.
Okay.
So yeah, this is items that she took today, and then these are just items that she's taken throughout the week, shoes and things like that.
Okay.
Obviously we are going to need to get that back, but obviously we're going to have to step out in order to do that.
Yeah. And you said you have everything recorded?
Yeah.
Okay. Aurora, that's your first name, right? Okay. You speak English?
Yeah.
Okay, so you understand English?
I do.
Okay, I'm just gonna read you something, okay? If you can just look up so I know that you're understanding. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statements and during any questioning. If you can't afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning.
If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Any statement can and will be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand what I just read you?
With nearly $2,000 worth of merchandise stolen, the suspect is looking at serious charges. Fortunately, she doesn't hold back when it comes to explaining what happened.
So do you want to explain like what's been going on or what happened?
I don't understand either. My husband left me after 40
Can you look up just so I can hear you? Go ahead.
I said this is crazy because I never did this in my whole life. My husband left me after 40 something years and I think I don't know.
So what did you do?
From time to time I took something and I give it to people.
Okay, so you
make a gift to make me feel good, I guess. I don't know.
So what do you take from here?
Yeah.
What items do you like? What type of stuff?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter?
No, just to give away.
Who do you sell it to?
I didn't sell anything.
No?
No.
Okay. So do you have...
You have an ID by any chance?
Sure, it's over there.
How long have you been taking items for?
Like 10 days or something.
10 days? How long have you worked here for?
6 months.
And when did you start taking stuff?
Like I said, like what has happened, like 9-10 days ago.
For 10 days? Okay. Now what are you wearing underneath that they...
Oh no, I have here, I can take it off.
Whose is that? Nordstrom's? Okay.
Yes.
Have you ever been arrested before? No. Never been arrested in your life? No? This is your first time? Okay. Over 10 days you said?
Yeah.
And who do you give the items to?
I don't know the people, I just want to make somebody happy.
Come on now.
I swear.
Facebook Marketplace?
No.
For now, the suspect explains that with her husband leaving her, shoplifting became a way to cope. She's adamant it wasn't about making money.
I just want to...
Are you working with anybody with these items to make extra cash on the side?
Do you know the people that you're giving it to, or are these just random, like, somebody just walking around that you've never met before?
I go to with my dogs in the park and
you just
talk with people. No, I didn't talk to people and
hand them clothes. I don't.
You're sick?
You're sick?
I guess so.
So you don't, the stuff that you're giving out, you don't even know these people?
No. But I see how happy they are about it.
Leggings? You just hand random people leggings?
It's not leggings, they are socks. Like
Pantyhose?
Yeah.
You just random people pantyhose?
No, that doesn't make sense, doesn't it? And I did. I think I need to see a doctor.
For what reason?
For what I did. For what I did.
For what you did?
I guess so, because it's not normal.
What dog park do you...
In Europe, where I come from, I was a lawyer.
Are you from like Romania? Where are you from?
Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, it's our sweater she does.
So what have you taken from here?
There's a list there.
So that list is correct?
I suppose so.
You suppose so, or like this is a lot of items. So you did do it?
Before officers even arrived, the suspect had already signed a statement and an itemized list of everything she stole. But despite her cooperation, officers aren't convinced she didn't sell some of the merchandise.
You've taken them?
I don't know.
And who are you giving them to? You're not just giving them to random people.
Yes, ma'am.
I wasn't born yesterday. I might seem like a bit, you know what I mean? And I'm not.
Don't talk to me like.
But I'm just saying.
I have respect, and I.
You
Yes,
didn't.
I didn't. I give it. I give it.
What dog park?
I go to and work for free, help people because I'm here.
Aurora, so does all this sound pretty, like this is all the items that you've taken?
I signed. I don't know. I signed.
Okay, so you did sign, okay.
Yeah.
What do you do with all the gift sets?
Give them a gift.
Where do you find, like, where did you find the boxes? Just on the floor?
So, for this here, these, this, this probably here, that one. But for like majority of them, they were just tossed out in random trash cans.
Aurora, this is your clear purse, right?
Yeah.
This is yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. We're gonna go have a seat, like, do you mind? Alright. Don't bring anything.
Just in the chair right there.
The officers now confront the suspect with surveillance footage that clearly shows her in the act.
So we're gonna show you some videos, okay? Have you seen these yet? Right here, Aurora. Have you seen these yet? These videos? Aurora?
No.
Okay.
Oh, this is at Charlotte Tilbury.
What are you doing with that box? Aurora. Aurora.
Can I get a lawyer?
If you don't want to talk, you don't. I'm asking you what you're.
I sign and I want to pay everything back what I took.
So you're admitting to stealing and putting everything in your clear purse?
Yeah.
Is that you on camera?
Yes.
Okay. And that's you putting items in your clear purse that belong to Nordstrom? Okay. Do you want to keep continuing, or do you not want to talk to me? Aurora.
I have to go to the court anyway, right?
You will have to go to court, yes.
I never did this in my whole life. I don't know.
I get that this is your first time doing it. I just, if you don't want to keep looking, I just want to make like that you putting the items into your clear purse that you still have here today, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Throughout how many days have you been doing this?
10 days.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we're done looking at videos then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you can go have a seat.
With the suspect invoking her right to an attorney, the interrogation ends here.
Do you have anything?
Nelson. The beat called me once down 7.
Okay. Bye. Thanks. She admitted to everything. She doesn't want to watch the camera footage anymore.
But she admitted that it was her.
Yeah. And that's her clear purse that she's put everything into. All right, go ahead. Stand up for me. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Yep. I checked her already, so she's good to go. Go ahead, have a seat. Is your phone on? Will I feel it ring?
Yes, it's on.
It is on?
Can you put the drops in the front?
I cannot.
Oh.
Are you pregnant?
No.
Okay.
The woman was charged with retail theft over $750. Number 1. Officers stop a shoplifter, then make an even bigger discovery in her bag. On July 29, 2023, officers were called to a local grocery store after a woman was caught shoplifting, bypassing all points of sale and ignoring loss prevention. Unbeknownst to the suspect, the police were waiting for her to exit the store.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Officer Fleur with the Kirkland Police Department, just here being on to be recorded. Do you have a receipt for all this?
That's on my phone. Why?
Okay. Can I see it?
My phone is going out.
Okay.
Why?
So they just watch you walk out past all points of sale without a receipt. So
No, nobody. Who?
can we go back and figure it out then?
My Uber's coming, sir.
Okay. Well then, I'm gonna have no choice. You're being detained at this point.
Why?
You're not free to leave
Oh, you-
because I believe you to have stolen all this stuff.
No, I did not take this right here, the dress.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can we
that's
go
what
back
she
inside and
that's
figure it
what
out
she's
then?
saying. That's what she's saying.
No. Can we go back inside and figure it out, or will you get?
Well, listen, sir. My Uber's coming, so
No, you're not going. Then
why?
working by.
Okay, let's figure it out.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna be late for my Uber.
Can you show me on another contact at the front wire? Well, then you'll just have to call a new one. Let's go.
No, I don't because my insurance is not caught. My insurance is not
Okay.
gonna cover it.
Okay. So this is what's going to happen right now. Either we go figure this out, or you're being detained for this. We're going to figure it out, and then if you've stolen this stuff, then I will arrest you for it. Or we can go inside and solve this issue, and then we don't have to go down that route. It's your call.
Okay.
I was standing right here when you walked out. So let's go back inside and just try to figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, that's probably the best route.
All right. Am I going to jail?
We're gonna see.
Well, I didn't pay for none of this.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see what they want to do.
Okay.
This is an employee here. When another employee watched you walk out, that's how I know that none of this stuff is paid for. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's up to him. If he would like to provide you the opportunity, do you have the money to pay for this?
Not all.
Not all of it? Okay. Well, okay. Why don't you grab your phone? Or let's walk over here. Here, I'm just gonna have you walk over here. You put that back in there.
Realizing she's out of options, the woman chooses to cooperate, agreeing to answer questions and follow the officer back inside the store.
No, leave your purse here. Okay, and we're just gonna walk over here to the bench. We're coming back in right now. Okay. So, what's going on? Let's keep going this way.
I just need some stuff.
Okay, let's go there over here. I'm gonna have you sit down on this bench. Okay, so you didn't pay for anything, right? You sit down. Okay. All right.
So we'll get you a total in a itemized list.
Okay. But want to prosecute?
Yeah. Full.
All right. You think it's over 2,000?
Probably not.
No, sir, those are mine.
I know.
Oh, those.
You got 2 tools at the training. Hey.
No.
All right.
You
So.
Thank you.
Walked right out. Yep.
He was here on another issue. I called him on, and then he right.
All right. Okay. So right now, I know you have a walking issue. So I'm gonna take your phone here, and this purse is yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have you walk with me out to my vehicle. These are in a
One
purse.
was in a handbag, one was in here. I need to.
Okay. Can you walk out with me? So we're gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be sideways. Yeah. It's not over 2 grand. So.
Okay. So you're gonna look straighten out for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
2 copies of that, please.
In the end, store employees decide to press charges rather than simply barring the woman from the property. With that, the officer lets the suspect know what comes next.
So here's what's happening right now. You can sit there if it's a little bit better. So I appreciate your honesty. Honesty goes a long way with me, okay? So I appreciate you being honest. Did you not see me sitting here? Okay. Okay. So they want to press charges for the theft, okay? So I'm not going to take you to jail, all right? But
When you press charges, what happens?
well, you're going to get. So I'm not going to issue you a cite today because then I'd have to book you and release you, okay? So like I said, I appreciate the honesty. Honesty goes a long way with me. If you keep that up, then this will be a much quicker process, okay? There's 2 options that we have, okay? So right now, You are under arrest, though. Okay, just so you're aware of that. I'm gonna search your bag here, because this is on your person. Is there anything else in here that doesn't belong to you? No. Are you sure? Where'd you get these?
I got those at Target. My daughter did.
Do you guys sell these?
It's mine.
Yeah.
That's from Target. My daughter got me that. I use some.
Okay. So you don't have an ID or driver's license on you?
Yeah.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, on the front.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not it.
Yeah, I got it.
No, that's not it. That's my.
Yep.
That's my friend.
Okay. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Sit down.
It's right here.
Nope, stop. Who is this?
That's my friend. Sugar daddy. That's my sugar daddy. That's my friend. That's my grandmother.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna call him. All right. So it's not in here.
To make matters worse, a search of the woman's purse turns up several IDs, and not a single one matches her name.
I thought you said I wasn't going to be arrested.
You're not. Just hold on. Okay. So I gotta figure out who she is.
Someone else's ID.
Yeah, exactly. So
Plot thickens on this one.
yeah. So
I have to work on scanning all that stuff, and there's quite a bit in those too.
and I'm just assuming a 3-year trespass in this as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and just so you're aware, you're being trespassed in this Fred Meyers for 3 years. If you come back, you're subject to arrest. Today's date is the 29th of July, the 2023. So if you return by July 29th of 2026, you are subject to arrest. Yeah, I'll just take the itemized sheet once you get it, and then can you pull video? Yeah, because and then I'll get you a case number and a card. Have you done the Axon uplink, or do you normally email it? Okay.
Yep. So I'll give you an email so you can send me the link.
Yeah.
And then I'll upload the video and walk out.
Yeah. I just
Who's this?
hers. So she walked out with like just a cart full of stuff.
And I missed the one in custody part.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyone else in that car right there?
Which one?
Or which car are you?
So here,
I guess I'm playing catch up. Sorry.
Yeah, this is what I need. So these two things were in her purse. I need to get you to go find out who that is and contact him.
These are in the person. We need to do what?
Those were in her. Yeah, those are in her wallet. So I need to figure out who that is and if he's aware that she's in possession.
Nearly $1,000 in stolen groceries is bad enough, but the stack of unrelated IDs in the suspect's purse makes this case even more troubling.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Who did she say this is?
She says it's her neighbor. That she's.
It's her who?
It's her neighbor / boyfriend.
Her neighbor?
Yeah. Which I mean, if that's true, then and he's okay with it, then she can have it. But if not,
If she allowed it, I can remember.
if he allows her to have that, then she can have possession of it.
Yeah. Okay.
But if not,
Can I contact this person?
yeah.
I'm gonna leave this open or closed?
You can close it.
Close it. Hello.
Hey, brother.
You were the one that called this in?
So, long story short,
Here, you stand over here.
this gentleman was here because I called him on another suspicious vehicle that was here that he went and cleared.
Okay.
When he came back and was addressing me with what happened, this lady just straight walked out. My apparel associate was behind her, like, hey, this jewelry just fell out of her purse. She hadn't gone through check stands. And he proceeded to follow her out over between the two red vehicles over there. And he's like, what's going on? She's like, yeah, I didn't pay.
What's she take?
He's like, yeah, I didn't pay for this stuff.
Pay for what? Do you know what she took?
Oh yeah, they're tallying it up now. It's a big. I mean, there's probably over $100 just in alcohol alone in the cart.
Okay, I'll work on this.
All right. So what was our grand total?
$916
Well, there was glasses that didn't have UPC, so.
plus another 22. So we're looking at 940, 930,
Okay.
940.
Okay, I'll take that.
So yeah, we'll call it 940.
Should be a felony, not a felony.
There you go.
All right.
Scissors? Got more scissors.
Oh no, you can just take them. Yeah, I know. I got her ID. So she had another ID in her purse that for a male. She says it's like her boyfriend. She called him her sugar daddy.
and so I don't know. I got to figure out if she can have that or not have that or whatever.
Did this happen while you were here for the other?
Dude,
theft?
she walked out with my car right there. Like, I'm just gonna start parking like in front of the doors.
As one of the officers wraps up the shoplifting case, another continues working to uncover the origin of the suspicious IDs.
Yeah, because I called him on a suspicious vehicle, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And he had just cleared that vehicle, came back over to give me the follow-up on it, and we're standing there, and my peril associate's following this lady up, like, she didn't pay, she's going straight out the door, jewelry's falling out of her purse.
Okay.
And blah, 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 like 4 pieces of jewelry fell out of her purse in produce. And so he followed out and was like, what's going on?
Yeah, she's like, I paid for everything. The receipt's on my phone. I was like, let me see it. She said, my phone's dying. And I was like, well, then we got to go back inside and figure it out. And she goes, well, I'm going to miss my Uber. I was like, if your phone dies, Uber won't care. Like, let's go back inside and figure it out. And then as we're walking back in, she's like, okay, I took everything. I was like, all right.
Okay.
So, 940? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a... Do you want me to do the transport for you then?
I don't. Well, so I
Or
was.
Are you good here?
Well, no. So I was curious. So initially, because I thought you guys were going to have the occupied bird, I was just going to cite and release. Well, I wasn't even going to cite and release, but now that we have Manning, we could cite and release, and that way I don't have to file through investigations. I can just cut the site now.
I mean, book and release.
It would be a book and release, but it'd be a cite and release. Well, because that way she'd have the site.
Right.
You know, so I'd cite her, and then. Because then it'd just be still not in custody.
No, it's not. You don't have to in custody, but are you going to take her to the jail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you process her for me? Just that way she's ID'd, because I don't like that she doesn't have a driver's license or she doesn't have any ID on her. And
no DOL photo.
There is a DOL photo, but she has someone else's ID. So I'd like to have her fingerprints on file just to be like,
okay,
you know.
Okay. What's Davis working on?
He's working the ID.
Okay. I'll move my car over and we can swap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
In the end, the officers decide to book and release the woman, taking into account that she has mobility issues. Whether it's a genuine condition or a convenient performance is anyone's guess.
So yeah, Peter's going to send me the details in the email and then a link to submit everything.
Yeah, that will be my next thing.
Because I'll need her name and stamps.
Yeah.
That'll
all be. Yeah, I'll just add that. I'll add that to the email.
Perfect. Yep.
I'm waiting for phone numbers on this.
No phone numbers?
Oh, I'm waiting. Out of Seattle. I'm waiting for phone numbers.
Okay.
So we'll give it a minute.
Okay, so here's what I got. So your DOL address is out of Yakima. I know you don't live in Yakima. So where are you living now?
I live in Shoreline.
You live in Shoreline?
Yes, I'm North King.
Okay, how'd you get here?
The Uber.
How?
Uber.
You Ubered here?
Yeah, through my insurance.
Through your insurance?
I have United here. That's what
Yeah, okay. So why did you come here?
because it's nice out here.
Okay. All right. Have you been out here before? Like this area?
Yeah, to see my daughter.
To see your daughter?
She's in a shelter.
She's in a shelter here?
Yeah, and for my grandkids.
Okay. Okay, so just due to the amount, a little bit of game change. I know.
I'm gonna get arrested.
Hold on. It's going to be what's called a book and release. So you're going to get driven to the jail. You're going to get processed, okay? And then you're going to be released directly from the jail, okay, with all your property. But you did take almost $1,000 worth of merchandise.
Oh.
All right.
Wow.
So just due to the volume, all right, that's what we're going to do. All right. That was a lot. That was a lot of items. All right. So I'm going to have you go ahead and take a step out for me. So she needs the walker to walk.
Searched?
No, I haven't. I haven't searched her at all. Would you object?
Let's have Jennifer come so she's working.
Yeah.
We'll search.
Okay, come back to Sam again.
Oh yeah. Just ask for a female officer.
Okay.
The woman was booked for felony shoplifting before being released.
We're gonna get a female officer here to do a search for you. Go ahead and get comfy. We're gonna close the door until then.
Is this collapsible?
Yeah, it is collapsible.
If not, I can put it in mine.
We'll take it. So with her property, she does have scissors and dikes.
She's good. I'm good.
Yeah, so that has to come off just for the jail.
Just for the jail, okay?
Yeah, but it'll be given back to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna place you back inside.
And then we'll get out of here shortly, okay?
Go ahead and sit back for me and I'm gonna buckle you in.
Okay, I have the ID, right? Yeah.
You got both?
Yeah, I got both. Okay. I'm just gonna run her up because I'm already doing paper on it. No point making someone else go. So you can clear. Thank you for.
You got the locker?
Yeah, it's in the back. So all your property is going to stay out here so we don't take it into the jail, okay? Then you'll get processed and then I'll meet you outside and then I'll return your property to you, okay? Have you ever been booked into jail before?
No, on time from 2018.
Okay. In this jail or?
No, in Pierce County.
Pierce County.
Yeah.
The resolution of her case remains unknown. Think they'll be making better choices next time? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.